Well, here I am in Haarlem, ready to start my next leg of my adventure. This is a charming little hotel I'm staying in. Very convenient, because right across the street we've got the tourist center and the train station. I'll be coming home tonight on that train. Here I am, the first real leg of my journey. I'm at the North Sea in a little resort village called Zandorf, and this is where the Dutch come, especially I think this is the closest beach to Amsterdam, to have a good time with their families. Just to give you an idea, this is one of the bike paths I'm on. It's next to a fairly major road. Even the highways have bike lanes on them. Everyone's been really friendly to me. Several times I've stopped to read my map and people have said, "Are you lost?" Yeah, pretty much this seems to be the last of the daffodils. They're a pathetic looking lot if you ask me. Just to show you, this is fairly typical of some of these sites I've been seeing outside of the cities. Mostly brick buildings, pretty well maintained. Finally, live tulips. I passed lots of fields that were dead-headed, and they had whole areas of tulip heads separated by color. It was quite interesting, but you can see it goes on for acres and acres. These beautiful yellow and orange tulips. It's illegal to take tulip bulbs into the U.S. So we need to buy them that are government inspected and imported through the proper channels. But you can see how very beautiful this is. If I go down just a little bit more, there's an equally large number of yellow. Well, here I am at the outdoor cafe, right in the heart of this little village. It's the promenade here, and again, right here. Organ grinder. The joys of traveling by bike. I happened upon this two little ones playing around, feeding, just having a jolly old time here in the canal. On my way to Sassenheim, and then on to Haarlem and Delft. So I'm on my way, but I thought this was pretty cute, and they are unusual. We don't get this species in the U.S. Let's try to get a close up. Oops, that's a far up. Well, that's the best as I can get, and they're really well. Gotta go. Bye. I've just entered the town of Sassenheim, and I like the way this roof was on this house. I've seen this fabric or roof material before. This house is pretty also, but more typical of the type of roofing materials you have here. Here's a pretty scene I happened upon. This is into Haarlem. I'm still probably about 2 kilometers, about 1.8 miles away, but it's a very large canal with a big shipyard. And what's nice about this, there are actually people living right here. What a pretty place that would be to live. Real nice. And right in the center of the little town, well, it's actually a fairly large city called Leyden. These are some of the nice buildings. And bicycles everywhere, as a matter of fact. If I turn around, I'm at the entrance of the train station, and you can see, reminiscent a little bit of the shopping malls in China. Instead of car parks, they have bicycle racks. And every bike has a lock on it, as does the one I'm renting. Any place I go, I can just lock it up and leave it. Well, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I've been on the bike basically since 9:30, and I've seen my first windmill. It's on this little canal, and I believe that this is the road I'm going to be taking the rest of the way. The entrance to the village was 1669, founded in 1669. There's a bridge going over the canal here. So it's 4 o'clock. I'm on my last leg of the journey. This is called the Vliedeland Canal. It's a recreational area. As we go along, there's going to be big stately houses and lots of pleasure vehicles. This is one of the recreational areas on one of the canals. Again, it's the Vliedeland. They rent. Well, I have about 6 kilometers to go, so that's less than 4 miles to get to Delft. I've gone a long roundabout way is I got a little bit lost. This little guy's pretty shy. I walked across the street and a little bit. But oh, isn't that face precious? Well, here I am, 6:22, and I'm ready to ride into the center of Delft. Cafes and shops line the streets, but I've gotten here way too late to do any shopping. I would assume things close about 5 or 6 o'clock. So the bike rack right outside, and this first bike here is the one I rented. I've traveled like the Dutch, one-speed bike with no handbrakes and just the regular pedal brakes. It's been an adventure going so far with them. This is the shot of some of the tops of the buildings here. Again, these are the kind of buildings you see throughout Holland, at least through my 30 to 40 mile trek. This is called the Oostpoort, and I'll have to read the significance of it, but you can see that the canal runs right under the building, or the building was built over the canal. I've walked over so you can see actually how the water is running right under the building. I don't know if I'm better off biking or walking. I'm walking across the bridge and I come across all these houseboats right on the canal. This is the other side of the Oostpoort, and that metal bridge there is pretty funny. One side of it has 1897, the other one 1903. Can't imagine it took that long to build it. But it opens up into a very wide canal, and again, part of Delft, very old brick buildings. I'm not sure I pointed this out before, but in Delft there are an awful lot of perpendicular canals. Well, the good news is I found the station by following the tracks. The bad news is I nearly killed myself doing it. I was driving on a bike path and it turned into the electric tram system, and I got caught in a rail and a train was coming, and I forgot that I needed to stop using the back pedal, and oh man, I'll tell you, my leg's hurting me, but I don't think I'm hurt real